And hey friends, it's Dr. Brenda Money Coach coming at you from the Pacific Crest Trail in lovely Warner Springs, California. Hey, please subscribe below if you already subscribed. Thank you so much for being here. So I have had one of those mornings where I am like so frickin' annoyed, guys. You know, the world is just pissing me off today. So, it started with an effort by the RV resort to collect really private medical information without setting anything in place, no confidentiality agreements, and really rather unnecessary for what they want to use it for. And I'm like, you know what? Here, these are the steps you really need to take to do this properly. This was how I spent chunks of my career, doing surveys and gathering sensitive information and ensuring it's confidential and private. So anyway, that, and then a a joke on a Facebook page having to do with school violence, gun violence, and I just wrote, "Not funny." I mean, I'm sorry, I cannot laugh about the fact that our schools are not safe, kids are not safe, teachers are not safe, and the cause of it is gun violence. And so it's like, this is not a joke, guys. This is just not funny. So I was really annoyed. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out for a hike, and this is my serenity. This is my place, my sanctuary. I typically, if I would go out on Pacific Crest Trail, I'm on Highway 79 and I take a left and I have this beautiful route to Eagle Rock. And this time I'm like, you know what? I want to go on the other side. I've never been here. Wide open spaces, part of it on a ranch. I just had two horses come by with riders. Very peaceful, very quiet, and I'm really enjoying this. But I also wanted to talk a bit about my 3-year anniversary. 3 years ago, yesterday, I quit drinking. I quit drinking alcohol. And, my whole life, I've really lived with alcohol. Primarily beer was my beverage of choice. I grew up in Wisconsin. You learn to like beer as a teenager, even though, your first sip is pretty awful. And I just kind of tired of it. I started with a dry January, and this was 2001, and I made it to January 6th. And if you know what happened January 6th, most of us were glued in front of the TV in disbelief as insurrectionists tried to overtake the Capitol. And I'm like, you know what? I am not going to make it through January. I definitely need to go get some alcohol. And so I did. And so it wasn't until April 29th of 2021 that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this up again. I'm gonna really focus on avoiding alcohol. And one of the primary reasons why is, one, I realized that this was just a habit. The football game's on. It's a response to my emotions. It's a habitual behavior. It was not something I physically needed, but I recognized that I had turned it into really a lifelong habit. But another thing was that I thought about all the times that I have played games with myself and set up rules. I'm only going to drink on the weekends. I'm only going to drink in public. I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to do this. And the amount of space I had rattling around in my brain with those rules, and I broke most of them. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to quit drinking, see how it goes. And so I did, and I can't say that it was easy initially, because you are breaking a habit that you've been, practicing for decades. But over time, it definitely got easier. And it's like, people say, oh, I gave up alcohol. What did I give up? What did I give up? I gave up hangovers. I gave up feeling kind of run down. I gave up a crutch that I used for emotional responses. I gave up weight. Yes, I mean, part of this was like, I need to lose some weight. The alcohol does not help with my weight. I gave up spending money on something that really didn't matter to me. I mean, if I think about all the dollars that I spent on grabbing a 6-pack of craft beer, it's a lot of money. So what did I give up? I mean, really, what did I give up? And, I'm happy being around folks who want to drink. I offer to be the designated driver. I'm cool with that. It is just a choice that I have made, and I feel so much better for it. I don't have those rules cluttering around in my head. And, coming out and hiking, experiencing nature when I'm in a bad place in my head, this is so much better. This is 1,000 times better. So anyway, celebration, 3-year anniversary, and really enjoying this lifestyle that I've set for myself. If you're thinking about doing it, I encourage you to give it a try. And there's no, don't think of yourself as a failure if you have a drink here and there. It's all up to you. And you just know yourself and get back and try it again. And eventually it does get easier, and there's no, look at what you gain. You gain more money, you gain more energy, you gain more time back, you gain more control over your emotions, you gain control over your habits. So, hey. So anyway, I am totally enjoying this hike, and I'm going to get back to it. And, here, I'll just walk you around so you can get a little sense of the trail, at least this part. Yeah, I'm at a picnic area, a little cove, but this is walk through a very open, lovely meadow, and here we've got the trail behind me and some down trees, and looking forward to seeing what's ahead. So, hey, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you are doing well. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.